A grim night for many, including the Jewish communities in our area. Tonight, we're seeing ripple effects around the world after Hamas gunmen launched a surprise attack on Israel during a major Jewish holiday. "We are living on edge." That is a direct quote to NBC 15 from the executive director of the Jewish Federation of Madison. Palestinian Islamist group Hamas took Israel by surprise with the biggest attack in decades. Then developing throughout the day, Israeli forces launched massive airstrikes in retaliation. Israeli officials say the death toll has surpassed 250 on their side, with another 200 in the Gaza Strip also dead, according to Palestinian leaders. Western countries led by the U.S. denounced the Palestinian attack and pledged support for Israel. Here's President Biden earlier today.
That the United States stands with Israel. We will not ever fail to have their back. We'll make sure that they have the help their citizens need and they can continue to defend themselves.
And we also learned late tonight Israel will stop supplying electricity, fuel, and goods to Gaza. That's according to the office of the Israeli Prime Minister. And Madison police tell me tonight that officers have been advised to increase patrol of the synagogues in their districts. Extra security is also expected tomorrow at a prayer vigil here in Madison. Here are the details we have gathered. It'll be at Temple Bethel, 7:30 Sunday night. More details are on our website. Expect our coverage of the event tomorrow night.